incentivizes her to stand a little too close to you. If you have a bit of damage, you can remove her. And speaking of removing, we got rid of that creature. YouTube, welcome back. In the last video, I actually tried to do a experiment to test if there was any link between Phantom Dancer and how you guys engage with it. There was no link, so I wasn't even cooking. I was just burning the food. However, let's go to a different experiment, which is a type of playstyle that could work into some matchups, or should I say entire team comps. We'll get into it, but first we need to get past the laning phase, so we need to beat set. I did get quite a bit of Qs and damage off, but the thing is, I did the mistake of fighting with a level disadvantage into set, and that's very bad because he can just get W and start shielding all the damage that you've been dealing to him. So that was bad from me, but there's ways to come back. Let's see how we do that. So I've been pushing out the wave, slow push, because I can't push that fast, honestly, at least at this stage of the game. But overall, there's a CS gap, but he's gonna even that CS gap with the minions that are already there, that he's freezing, which isn't really good, but it could have been worse. We could have died, so it's not that bad. As I come back to lane, I did drop a ward, and of course I get ganked. However, it's not too bad because I've been in this position before, so I can forge some kind of escape. But what could be worse is if Xin Zhao doesn't leave and he walks back into the bush. I have to drop a ward just to check. This guy will not leave my lane. This is a very frustrating part of League. Some junglers do want to make your lives hell, and that's kind of what happens. But what is their best move in the chessboard at the moment? Don't give him a free kill. So hang back, wait for the wave to crash, farm up, and then maybe we try to see if we can kill Set a second time around, because we did fail our first attempt. Now it's not that good because as the wave crashes into tower, Set gets a free kill. It's not what I like to see, but to be honest, some of these kills, ganks, they're just covering up a huge flaw from Set, and it's just the fact that he can't lane against me. It doesn't change the fact that he's unable to do that. So like this, I do a quick Q and start doing a full engage. He could end up dying. You see, that's why I said these little ganks, these little free kills that he got from out of lane, it doesn't change the fact that when you come into lane 1 versus 1 against me, you are completely outclassed. However, if Xin Zhao does come out of the bush and start ganking me, there might not be anything I can do because, well, that artificial advantage does end up playing again. But to be fair, I couldn't. He ignited me. That's annoying. He didn't even get the kill though. But I couldn't have known because there was no wood to drop. But there was a way to like predict that happening. For example, Xin Zhao is not bot lane, not mid lane, and not at dragon. Plus, he's also a loser. So what is he gonna do in the time being? Gank me. I could have predicted that, so that's the second mistake I'd say I made. There is one thing I do want to say. Sometimes things do come full circle. So Set did get a gank, and now I get a gank in return. This is literally exactly what I mean by that kind of statement, because you got a gank, but now the story comes, like I said, full circle, so I get a gank in turn to even things out. You know, the universe ain't that imbalanced as you think it is. Get the free Q off, and Maokai is around so we can get a kill. He has W, so he's gonna survive long enough for Karma to do an empowered E, and I couldn't actually go for that. But Syndra does push the wave, hopefully, though we should be fine. But there has to be a different way we can kill him. So we try this. Oh, there's Zinzao. Okay, so it's a 2v2. Okay. The number of ganks is starting to now even out because Zinzao and Maokai are now presenting equal like jungle pressure overall in the last 11 minutes. My Maokai is having some trouble with the Zinzao. Well, that was a bit questionable. But I guess I really wanted to get the kill. I didn't even get the kill. That was a waste of sums. A complete waste of sums. You know what I could have done was go around whilst Syndra covers the other exit and he has to run into one of us two. Now obviously he's going to choose Syndra because he wants to see Syndra like succeed and to do a lot in the game, because for some reason, I don't know about you, but League players just want to see mages do as much damage as possible, and I don't know why, but it is what it is. Of course I could have recalled, but with set perma pushing 24/7, I don't really like the idea, so I lose a bit of minions, but I do get another. I get a kill. We trade kills. Overall, we're 2-2-1. So I'd say it's even. Well, not exactly. It's not exactly that even, because when it comes down to a 1 versus 1, where there isn't any outside interference or dilemmas where I'm trying to chase down his jungler, I will be able to outclass him. Now, this is a perfect example because he now we have the same kind of stats, and he has an item, I have an item. We can see who's gonna win off of that. So me and my curious mind, I want to test this theory. So let's see. It wasn't even that bad. I didn't wait for him to use E, so he could use E if he wanted to. Well, that wasn't even close. Karma did come around, see if she can like get some scraps. Oh, well, she didn't do all that much, but I took a tower shot. That's never falter. It's an empowered Q, but I could do. I thought I was gonna pull that ghost Q, but it didn't because she flashed away. But she just flashed into Syndra because, you know, they want to see Syndra succeed. So I don't know about you, but I see 3 champions with shield, and I see a champion that's gonna build a Sterex later. So that's gonna be 4 champions with a shield. So I thought to myself, what can I build here? And I'm on my way to Serpent's Fang. It does have a nice build path because it's 25 AD per component, and one of them is a Dirk, so they're not going to. Yeah, they don't have the balls. Set shouldn't fight me here because I still have Sterex. Yes, I have Sterex. He can't really kill me. I didn't need to R at that point. I could have waited. I had lifeline. I didn't need to misplay that. Well, it turns out that I'm a little bit more greedy than I actually believe myself out to be, because I didn't even recall. I just went for the next plate. I mean, the next tower. Crazy. But with him chasing me, it could be possible he wants to flash on me, but I can't let him have a kill like that. That doesn't make any sense. But me coming back to lane and him pushing back, he put himself in a very horrible position because now he has to face the fact that he has to face me, and he can't do that. He literally can't because I now have the anti-shield item, and I had Darius just in case he wanted to do that extended trade. So he has to face my lifeline. I tried to sneak in a fight against him, but I don't think it's gonna function. Okay. Ah, he does not have a shield after that one, but I'm too squishy at the moment. It is only 22 minutes, so it's not like I'm ready for team fighting just yet. But I'm on my way to Death's Dance. Once I build that, we should be able to team fight a little bit more smoothly. Also, just quickly, I did see the value in Serpent's Fang in that last fight. 750 shield taken down. I also, this is extra, you don't need to do this, but I also bought an Executionist because I want them to not have shields or healing. I want you to be as weak as possible when I'm facing you. Okay, so it seems as if they killed my bot lane in the group team fight that they were doing earlier, but I did get a paycheck of 700. That's nice. I can buy my Death Dance when the time comes, but I'm gonna have to deal with karma now because of her W. It incentivizes her to stand a little too close to you. If you have a bit of damage, you can remove her. And speaking of removing, I got rid of that creature. That really is entertaining. I do like that, and we get a triple kill off of that. Now, in terms of what I did to Vayne, it actually reminds me of something. During the Ardent Sensor meta, I suffered a lot. And what I did now was simply just payback for the times I got polymorphed, knocked up, overshielded, my entire R damage getting a Janna or Karma shield. It just reminds me of those moments. And this is literally everything coming full circle and me actually getting my payback from years ago. So I have to take some pleasure in this happening. Which is why whenever ADCs complain about them getting one shot, I have like no remorse. Because, bruh, if I face any ADC that has over 10 kills, I am not winning that game. It's damn near impossible. After Zinzao killed me, they did end up getting the dragon, but it's fine because I think we're already like close to full build. Yeah, we'll be fine. They need to remove that sound. I despise it. I can't reach set. Honestly, this little team fight that just happened now has really nothing to do with me. It started before I got there and ended before I got there. Seems as if they're team fighting again, but I'm sticking to the split push. But this time, set. Alright, you know what I noticed? Me having Sterex basically means I now have set W. Because not only do I have a shield, but I also have my true damage. I have your ability. I'm essentially full build with everything. Because now I remove shields, I also am tanky enough. And you can't really heal when I'm around. Okay, but seeing as I'm full build, I do want to see exactly how some of these team fights go. Because I got the shield breaking and no healing on. So this is really good for team fighting, but why am I flashing away? Yeah, there's something we need to check. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, I got 5 stacks here. And I'm about to Q. I got Q. At this moment, okay, I'm stunned, aren't I? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I'm about to get altered by Nautilus. No, I got RKO'd right there. No, I was thinking maybe I could have altered the Nautilus But the thing is, I was suffering so much CC. I ain't 100% sure I could have pressed R. You know what? I have a different opinion of this team fight now. I just think I was under way too much DC to be useful. So I don't think there was much to say. Now my team did kill them, but you kind of have to when only one champion is taking CC. There's a Baron for us to take. This couldn't possibly, or maybe he might. He's escaping. I didn't even get the and I got RKO'd. Unlucky. But if I can get a kill on this set, yeah, this is terrible. But to be fair, isn't this happening without my sons? I don't know if this was like a real fight then. These fights were happening without my sons. I shouldn't have been there. And it kind of reminds me, do I really want a team fight if this is what the outcome is? You just get CC 24/7? I don't know. Maybe the split push playstyle is a lot better than this. Zinzao is getting caught. How does it feel to be me now? They're gonna escape, aren't they? That was a huge knockup from Nautilus. Oh, that kind of saved them. 36 minutes. We're probably in the last stages of the team fights. Because now it's like one team fight will end the game. I just need to make sure I'm not in the worst position. I knocked him out of stun. But if I can get a kill right here, that's okay. That's good. And he puts me in a pit where it's just me and him. There's no shield. You can't do anything. You know, I had higher expectations for me like breaking through Steric's gauge that he had, but it actually ended up like, yes, my R completely deleted it, but that wasn't the plan. My plan was for it to completely ignore it, but that's not what Serpent's Fang does. What Serpent's Fang does is it halves the shield, doesn't remove it. It's not renekton though. A bit of overestimation, but I think it was still somewhat of a high value item because, yeah, I removed 8k shields. That's perfect. And then as for healing, remove 2k. It's nice for team fights, that's for sure. But the thing is, if I'm constantly like split pushing, I don't know if that's the best of choices. But we ended up taking the dub in the game, so I'm gonna have to say GG. Now, overall, looking back on this game, I do know that a few mistakes were made. Level 1 with the disadvantage on EXP. There was a time where I think I even predicted when I was gonna get ganked. There was that too. One overstay, but it was sort of a trade, you know. What else? I mean, there was the time where I was like trying to fight multiple champions before I was ready to fight multiple champions. So because I didn't have that stance, there's that. And the last 2 deaths, if I'm not mistaken, it was during a team fight. Me just getting CC'd 24/7. And the last fight that I died in, I didn't even have sums, so there was mistakes happening there. But overall, I did end up performing for my team, and when they needed me most, and we ended up pulling out a victory. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Will this solidify itself as an actual playstyle? I'm trying to see where I would play something like this, because if I'm split pushing most of the time, how can I use this? I may as well use ShieldBreaker and Trinity Force. But with that being said, I think it was a nice experiment, and it might be useful into some teams, so I might have to pull it out for the one time. But other than that, thank you for watching the video. Do the YouTube usuals, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and watch more videos. Anyways, that's it from me. All my links are down in the description below. Have a nice rest of your day. And till the next time, peace